Hey, welcome to my little new YouTube channel. My name is Abby. I just started this little channel right now. Today's my first video. I asked people that follow me on Instagram to ask me questions that I could answer through this video so you guys could get to know me, could do a little intro, all that shit, you know. So let's get started. Sorry if I'm just like rushing into this. I just feel very awkward like filming an intro and shit. So I'm just gonna start my fucking questions because yeah. So to start off with myself, obviously my name is Abby. I don't have that is my nickname. My name's Abigail, but I go by Abby. I'm 20 years old, going to be 21 seriously in about a few weeks. And someone asked my big three. So my big three, I'm an Aries sun and rising, and I am a Pisces moon. So that's pretty fucking crazy. That should tell you enough about just terrible. So I'm gonna start getting into some of the questions that people have asked me. Thank you to whoever asked me questions too, by the way, because I really thought no one was going to ask me anything. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna look all stupid, like just posting a poll with no fucking questions. But a lot of people asked me stuff, so thank you. So, and sorry, I'm using my phone to record, so I seriously had to write the questions in a fucking notebook. But yeah, so if I'm looking down, I'm like reading the questions in a notebook. So let me get started. All right, another question I received was my favorite ways to take care of myself. And I really like that question. Some of my favorite ways to take care of myself. I'm honestly a huge homebody, and I love just being in my room. Like growing up, I always shared a room with my siblings or even with my mom. So I didn't have my own room until I turned 18, until I moved out. So now that I have my very own space that I could decorate however I want and just be in, it's my favorite thing ever. Like, I've always wanted this. So now that I finally have that, I'm just satisfied with staying home, being in my room. I kind of sound boring, but like I said, I'm really a big homebody. My favorite ways to take care of myself are basically keeping my hygiene up. I like keeping myself clean, washing my face, doing my whole face routine, you know, putting my serums on, my sunscreen, and then basically just getting in comfy ass clothes and sitting in the sun, laying in the sun. I love sunbathing. I love being in the sun. I need the sun. I don't like the cold. I dislike really bad when it's gloomy. I want the sun to be out all the fucking time. So I love laying in the sun, just being in the sun, buying my favorite snacks, my favorite foods, singing to myself. I honestly really love talking to myself too. Like when my boyfriend's not home or when no one's around me, like I honestly have fucking conversations with myself. And I'm sorry if I sound weird or a little off, but that's another reason why I decided to make a YouTube channel too, because I was like, dude, this is basically just talking to yourself, and I always talk to myself, so it's perfect. But those are some ways I like to care for myself, do some self-care. Sometimes if I am feeling bad or just want a little pick-me-up, I'll go buy myself like a Starbucks drink or something, or like boba, you know, capitalism. But I'm kidding. But it does help me feel better sometimes. And those are just little ways I like to take care of myself. Writing in my journal too. Sorry, I'm thinking of like more things. I like to write in my journal. Play my Switch. Like all of these things are activities that help me stay calm and feeling relaxed. So those are a bunch of things I like to do that I include as self-care. All right, so someone else asked my first time smoking. And I knew I was going to get some smoking questions because I'm a stoner. I love weed, and I know a lot of stoners follow me, or people that fucking smoke weed a lot follow me as well. So, yes, hello, welcome, stoner community. But my first time smoking, it was really fun. I love telling this story. Basically, the first time I smoked, I was a freshman. I was 14. It was spring break my freshman year, and it was actually really cool because I had a friend a few years older than me. At the time, I was 14, and I think she was like 19, but I loved her so much. She was like an older sister to me, or like a cousin to me, and I loved her. I love her. She's still my friend to this day. But anyways, she would pick me up because she lived out in LA and I lived in the IE. So she would actually come pick me up and drive me back to her house, and I would stay at her house for a few days and just hang out with her and do cool shit. So she picked me up one day, and we weren't even planning like to get me high, you know? We were just doing normal shit, but she wanted to hang out with her friends one night, and I was like, okay, I'm down. And they wanted to know if I wanted to smoke, and I was like, you know what, I'm down. Like, I want to try it because I had been offered weed before, and I never wanted to. Like, before I started smoking weed, dude, I was honestly against it because my older brother and sister smoked, and I thought they were so annoying, and it smelled and all this. I did not like weed, so I did not want to smoke. But when I was with her, and no one peer pressured me or anything. Like, no one made me feel forced. In that moment, myself, I was like, actually, I'm down to do this. I want to do this. So I smoked and whatnot, and I remember it was out of a pipe. And it was so funny because for a while I didn't think I was high. Like, I was like, I can't tell if I'm high or not. I don't know what this feels like. And then they were like, take another hit, like, suck it in, inhale it, all this shit. So I did, and then out of nowhere, we were in LA, like, we were at this view spot where you could see all of downtown LA and all of the buildings. So it was really nice. It was pretty. And we were there, and I just remember standing, looking at the view, and all of the lights started, like, shaking like this. Like, it was just funny as fuck, and I was like, whoa, like, I guess I'm fucking high. And then I just remember laughing so hard. Like, nothing was funny. And her friends were probably like, oh my God. Because I was just laughing, dude. Like, nothing was funny, and I just had the biggest urge to fucking laugh. And that's when I knew I was faded, because I was like, what am I even laughing at? Nothing is funny. I guess this is what being high is like. And then it was so cute because we went back to my friend's house, and we're so faded, dude. We seriously were so hungry, and we kept making Eggo waffles. Eggo waffles are bomb, but we kept making those Eggo waffles, and we came back to her house at like 2 a.m, so it was late. So we legit brought the toaster on her bed in her room, and we're just like on her bed fucking making waffles. And that was just, I love telling that story because I'll always remember it, and it's just cute. Like, I got faded with them, and that was a really good first smoking experience because I was with a bunch of older people that they took care of me, you know? They made sure I was cool. They weren't sus. That's what I'm gonna say. And it was just a really good experience because it honestly turned me into a stoner, because I think after that is when I basically just like started smoking. So yeah, it was fun. Someone else asked if I have any more piercings or tattoos I want to get. And honestly, I'm not sure. I wanted to get another tattoo, but I'm kind of like turned off by that now. I don't know. Something happened with this person I was going to get a tattoo with, and now I'm just like turned off by getting a tattoo at all to begin with. Like, that person kind of just ruined the whole experience for me. So now I don't know if I want any more tattoos. But piercings, I'm not sure if I want any more either. I was debating on getting this. I forget what that one's called. But basically how I have my Medusa, like the one right under. I was about to get that. But I don't think I really want that anymore. I don't know. I think I'm kind of good on piercings, honestly. Oh, actually, I do want to get my bottom belly button pierced, or my second belly button, because I already have my belly button pierced, but you know how people could get like the double? I want that because that shit is sexy. That shit's sexy as fuck. And I honestly want to get some hip dermals too, but I'm scared to get any dermals. So I probably won't get the dermals, but I definitely want to get my double belly button pierced because I think that's just fucking cute. This is a cute question. Someone asked if me and Jonathan, which is my boyfriend, if we ever talk about having kids or how many we would have if we are down to have kids. And actually we do talk about having kids a lot, believe it or not. Like, that's something we kind of talk about every day for the past like half a year, I'd say. We're pretty down. I'm down. I only want one kid though, honestly. I only want to have one child so I could just give everything to that child and just devote my entire being to that baby, because that's just me personally. I don't think it's wrong, obviously, having multiple kids, but me personally, I just want to have one kid, so I only have to focus on them and make sure they're getting everything they need and everything they want. And I think it's just because I'm a super emotional and sensitive person. And I grew up with 3 siblings. And I was kind of that sibling, that little annoying ass sibling that wanted my mom's fucking attention all the time. And like needed to be babied by my mom. And sometimes she couldn't do that because she has other kids, you know? So I do not want that. I want my baby to always be getting whatever the fuck they want and whatever they need when they need it and when they want it. So I only want to have one, and I just want to spoil the fuck out of them and be an amazing mom and just, I'm excited because I really do want to be a mom. Sometimes people, because I'm young, I know I'm young. I'm only 20. I'm about to be 21. And a lot of people my age are like, fuck them kids, fuck kids. And I feel it, but me, I'd be down. Like, I'm not planning to have one, and I'm not trying to, but if I did get pregnant, I would be down, you know? So, yeah, we do talk about having kids. All right, and I got a question saying my thoughts on sex, whether it be casual, intimate, etc., whatever. And my thoughts on sex are, I don't really know how to, like, put this or say this, but basically, I feel like if you're the type of person that can handle casual sex, then of course, go do that. But to me, personally, I was never a person that could really handle casual sex, and I wouldn't really have casual, like, sex or relationships like that because I'm a fucking baby, and if you put your dick inside of me, I'm going to love you. Just kidding. But I get pretty attached, not gonna lie, especially if it's with a male. Something about, I don't know if YouTube is going to censor my shit, but something about, like, just penetration, dude. I can't have casual sex. I cannot do that. I feel I've had hookups, and I've done that before my relationship, and I always ended up feeling just bad about myself after and sad. So I realized that I'm not the type of person that can handle that or likes that. But if you are the type of person that wants to do that and you can handle that without being too emotional, then do that shit. Power to you, because I think you're a bad fucking bitch. I'm a fucking emotional bitch, and I need to fucking stop. But yeah, basically my thoughts on sex are, hey, just do it. Have it with fucking consent. But yeah, casual sex, intimate sex. I prefer intimate sex and sex with, like, a meaning, not a meaning behind it, but I have to have, like, a relationship with a person. I can't really just hook up. Even if I did fuck someone that I wasn't going to be in a relationship with, they have to at least be, like, a good friend of mine. You get me? I was never the type to be able to just do that. And I'm not bashing anyone that is, because like I said, if you could do that, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what anyone does. I don't give a fuck who anyone fucks, how many people you fuck. just do it with consent and get tested and wear condoms and be safe. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. And someone just asked me, do I like women's? Yes. They meant woman, but they spelled it WIMMENZ. Women's. And I do. I love women's. I sexually identify as pansexual. For the longest time, I really did identify as a lesbian, though. But it changed. I changed. But my first relationships, the first time I lost my virginity, like, it was all with girls, all with women, all with females. And I really love girls. I do. Like, I don't even have to elaborate. That's it. I love girls so fucking. All right, someone asked me, how am I? And how am I mentally, and what are some positive things that are going on in my life? And I'm good mentally. I actually feel really good. I've been feeling really good this past month. And I think it's just because I really do thrive in the spring. I don't want to sound like an annoying astrology person, but my chart basically only consists of Aries, Pisces, and Taurus. So that's why I feel like by the time March starts in a year, like, I'm set. I'm thriving. I feel amazing. I feel good. I love the spring. Like, I love it. So mentally right now, I'm doing fucking good and fucking amazing. And I'm happy because 2020 was a really bad year for me. A really crazy year for me. Mentally, it was exhausting. It was draining. It was just bad. For a while, my mental health was so bad. And I had such bad anxiety. And I just wasn't myself. I was feeling terrible. And it really, really, really sucked. Because now looking back at just looking back, like, remembering how I felt, I'm starting to get sad because I was like, damn, I was really feeling that way and, like, going through that, and it just really sucked. Like, it really sucked. So for my mental health to be better now and for me to feel good again, I just feel, like, really grateful and just thankful and happy because when all that was happening, and for a while I kind of felt like I was always going to feel that way, and I thought I was going to be stuck in that forever, and I thought that's just how my life was going to be and how I was always going to feel. And I kind of felt like just really hopeless, like I didn't think anything was going to get better. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound like super pessimistic right now, but I really just felt bad, like terrible. So I'm really happy right now mentally. I feel really fucking good. And some positive things going on in my life. I guess I'm just doing me, you know. I'm just working, trying to save up money, basically just trying to better my life all around and be responsible and start doing more adult shit, like investing and saving more and just planning more for my future. And I'm really happy about that because I want to have a good life. I want to plan my shit out. I want, so I'm just happy and I'm just fucking excited. And I feel like it's just great because I feel like I'm maturing a lot too. Because I'm a really emotional and I'm a really intense person. So I let my emotions get to me a lot and I act on my emotions all the time. So I feel like I'm just maturing a lot too and not letting my emotions get to me as much or not let things bother me as much. So overall I just feel really good and I feel like really calm and relaxed and just better than I did before. So I'm happy. All right, I'm going to answer my last question, and I think this is a good last question. So it says, the biggest lesson that life has taught me. And that is very hard just because I've gone through so much shit and I've gone through a lot of things and I feel like life has taught me many lessons. But I think the biggest lesson that life has taught me is that, sorry, I don't want to sound all pessimistic, but the biggest lesson life has taught me is that no matter what, like, people just suck. Like, People just suck. Humans are terrible. Humans are amazing, and I love people, and I love human interaction, and I love genuine bonds and connections, but people also just fucking suck and are terrible and are mean and are just bad. They're just bad. So I would drive myself crazy being like, why did this person do this to me? What? I gave them no reason. Why did they do this? Like, what is wrong with them? Blah, 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 blah. And I think the biggest lesson life has taught me is just there's no explanation. People are just fucking shitty. They don't have to have an explanation for it. Nothing had to happen. People are just weird, and people are just fucking pieces of shit. And people are gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. So that's a big ass lesson life has taught me. I'm not going to be like a terrible person and be a bad person. I'm still going to be a good person and do things out of kindness and with love, but I'm going to stop getting so pressed about what someone does to me or what the fuck they do, because like I said, people are just shitty, and sometimes people don't have explanations for anything. Shit just happens. People are bad. And that's the biggest lesson life has taught me. Not everyone is on your side. Not everyone is going to have good intentions for you or try to be nice to you. There are people preying on your fucking downfall. All right, so that is all. That's all the questions I'm going to answer. Thank you to everyone that asked me questions. Thank you to everyone that watched this. I'm sorry if it's kind of random and all over the place and like choppy. Like I said, I'm recording this on my phone and it's my first fucking video. I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm sorry if I look like shit because I did my makeup, I looked good, and then I put my fucking camera on and I was like, whoa. So I'm sorry if I look bad. Sorry if my hair is frizzy. Sorry if I say and like a lot. Sorry if I just look ugly. Like, I'm sorry. I'm getting really insecure right now, but I'm going to fucking post this. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for sending me questions. And I'm going to be trying to make more videos, make vlogs and all that shit. So I'll be uploading a lot more, hopefully. So thank you.